Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, as you know, that we have been doing some series regarding useful front-end tools. You can check out the channel and the short section. So, I'm going to start a new series in which I'm going to clone certain websites, some sign-up page, some login pages. So, stay tuned and subscribe to the channel if you find any of the videos helpful because we are going to put a lot of content out there and useful content, no garbage whatsoever. So today is the day when we clone the GitHub sign-in page using Tailwind CSS and React. So let's start. I'm sure every one of you must have seen or people who have started must have seen the GitHub sign-in page. So this is the page that you are looking at the screen right now that we are going to clone. So I'll just drag this to my other screen so that I can always have a look what is being developed, right? So let's start. And for the info again, this all of this thing is going to get built with Tailwind CSS, right? And if you want a separate CSS file, let me know in the comment section. I will do provide that as well if you don't want to go with Tailwind, right? So I have set up a dev box. The link will be in the description. And again, this is a Tailwind project, right? So you can see Tailwind config and all of that is here. So first of all, if you know, so GitHub has this GitHub icon, another section which can be a header or something, and then a small boxes here, and some couple of links are here. So we're going to divide our page. I mean, there's going to be a main page, right? Something a big container, and then a sub container which is having this, and which is having this. So let's quickly start with that part and see how it goes, right? So let's begin. And first of all, what we're going to do is we'll create a new folder because that's how good developers do, right? Components, and in components, we're going to write uh, login.jsx. And in login, I'll do one thing. I'll simply import. I mean, first of all, I'll just write export const login, which is going to be an arrow function. And in the arrow function, what we're going to run? We're going to return a div, which will simply say login for now. And what are we going to do? We are simply going to import login here. Can we import login? Okay, let's see. So I'm going to import login from component slash, why is it not coming? Component slash login.jsx we have done, but for some reason it's not getting login. Okay, so we'll save this, and yeah, you can see login is here. So now whatever changes we're going to make here are going to come, right? So as we know, first of all, we will I just keep it's my habit that I keep one div out of all the flow. So this div is, again, I will just mark the divs. This is going to be the GitHub SVG, then another div that is going to be, what is it? It is going to, I mean, this is going to be SVG and header, and another thing which is going to have the login flow, and another section which is going to be a footer, which is having all the links, right? So let's first build the login thing. So first of all, what we'll do is, this is our dev, so we'll give a class name, right? And here, first of all, we are going to give another div which will have a label, right? And label is going to say username or email address, right? So we can always skip other parts. Input this type is going to be text, and we'll again uh, copy this, and what we'll do is we'll sorry, we will copy and we will paste again. And yes, and this time it's going to be a button which will say sign and in. Right, and in place of this, what are we going to have? We are going to have a label with the name password, right? So if you see GitHub landing page here, password is having another thing, which is forget password, right? So we'll have to build that. I mean, add that as well. So we'll write span inline element, right? Span, and we're going to write forgot password, and it's going to be question mark, right? And since label is also so I will give another span here, and we will simply pull this part here, right? And what I'll do is, so yeah, so first of all, we have to let's give some width to all of the section, class name and TW, and W is, I'm going to set something around, let's see, uh, let's call it 400 pixels as of now. Save and save, my bad. Yeah, one more thing. So what I do is whenever I'm setting, doing a Tailwind project, I add a prefix, which is TW. It's your choice. You can skip it, or it's not necessary. It's just my, so a convention that I follow whenever I'm doing a Tailwind thing. Okay, and here we'll give a TWBG of maybe hashtag E4E7. And if we save, you can see something did come up here. So we do have a grayish background, and yeah, this is something is here definitely. So let's start with each. So going to give a flex property, which is going to make this, all of this a flex box, right? And now we're going to give flex box, and it is going to be a flex column. And you see sign came here, this came here, and again I'll just copy this particular thing, and I'm going to do it for both this one as well as this one. This way we'll have a nice, you can see now at least the page is getting some shape. So if you see, there is somewhere around 32 or like around 26, so 28 or 24 pixels of padding. We'll also give that padding over here. So here we'll give 20 TW, we write padding, and 24, that is 6, right? We'll give a P of 6, which turns this into padding of somewhere around 24 pixels. And let's give a radius rounded somewhere around 2xl. I'm not sure how much value it will bring. Yeah, I think it looks decent, right? It looks decent. So this is here. And again, sign in, if we see, sign in is across the whole page, and the color is somewhere around, I don't know what color. So yeah, we'll verify the colors also, but yeah, for now, let's give it a height of, how much. Let's give 16, or a similar height somewhere around 8, that is 32 pixels. A height of 32 pixels, and a background of green for now. Don't uh just let me just do it. If I save it, do we see a green? Okay, my bad. It's TQ. It should be TW. If I save this, yeah, you can see it looks nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. Good work. So again, we're going to give a rounded. So what rounded do is, rounded actually gives a border radius, and this time rounded is going to be XL. And if I save this, you'll see a nice looking, I think XL is still bad. L should work, right? Or XL should work. Let me just check. Yeah, let's leave it how it is. And since we have given it a flex, now we can give it a gap. A gap of somewhere around 16 pixels. Let's see how it looks like. But I think GitHub is some having around 32. So I'll just put 8. 8 is too much. It is too much. I think let's try with 5. It's again hit and try. I don't have the GitHub Figma, so I can, or maybe 4 should just work fine. Hmm, this for some reason I think there's a little bit of more space here. So I'll just open the dev uh, tools and see what we have here. Okay, so this is it, and then we have this thing, and then we have this. Okay, got it, got it. It actually it's the same space because of this particular text. It looks like there is more space. So let me just open this span, and then we have a label. Okay, let's keep it like that. And what else we are having? Footer. No, so we have to remove footer from this background, right? We have to remove actually the footer. Yeah, actually the color should not be here. Instead, the color should be here. This way, it will be much better. Or how is it? Why is it like that? Hmm, GitHub is here, GitHub is here. Yeah, my bad. We have to keep the color here. Instead, we have to move these divs out. And similarly, the footer div out as well. And if I save, you'll see GitHub footer and those that just went out. And again, footer is outside. So I am also going to decrease this thing to 300 pixels because I think, yeah, looks much similar. And instead of the 2 this thing, I'm going to give single just XL. I think it will align more with how the page actually looks like. And also similarly how the this thing, I have to see Excel, or we can give MD. MD should work. Perfect. MD will work here also. And similarly, MD will work for the inputs as well. So again, class name we are going to give rounded MD. And again, class names we are going to give rounded MD, and we'll save. When we hit save, you can see again these things are here, and we'll each input we will give a margin top of 8 or again 16 pixels. Let's see how it looks like. 16 is too much. 16 is too much, very loud. So we'll just go ahead and give it a 1.5. That translates to 6 pixels, right? And similarly, we'll do it for the password field also. This field is going to be password, right? And if I save, I think much better than how it was looking earlier. And font sizes, again, we have to fix. So yeah, instead of text, we simply have to do text access. You can see it actually uh, aligns with what we are trying to do. And similarly here also we have to give a similar class name here as well as for this particular span. At least it looks better now. And for this particular span, again we need this to be a flex. I love flex and I'm going to use it everywhere. So justify flex, and we have to justify between, right? And if I just try space between, you can see forget password went to this side, and this particular thing went on to this side. So now we will just give this particular uh, text a color, right? We have to give text color to this. So what we'll do is uh, TW, and text we are going to write blue, and blue, I think blue 500 should just do the job. Let's see. Yeah, again the intent is to do how we style and how we structure the things, not the color we can always go and change, right? This color can be changed anytime. That is, I think that's not something that we are definitely worried about right now, right? So this is it. And now what we're going to do is we are on, like right now, if you click, this is somewhere coming as orange, right? This is an outline. This is what I believe. This is an outline. So input, and when focus, the outline is going to come again blue 500. Let's save, and you can see I'll just copy this input class, and I will again copy this input class, and I'll simply paste it here. And if you save, we have something very similar to what GitHub is having. So if I just move this page here, so we have this blue and we have this blue again, right? So this thing is definitely here. So next part, we have to create this particular section as well. And after this section, we do have to create this part also, uh, footer also. So let's now work on the structure of the page. So what I'll do is I will go here to the top. This is all going to be flex and TW flex column. And if I hit save, I think nothing changes. So what I'll do is here we'll give a TW gap of 20, that is 80 pixels. Looks a lot big, so I'll reduce it to 16. That's a decent number, I believe. Still large. Let's go with 10. Again, it's a hit and trial because I don't have the exact styling info, right? So inside GitHub, we have to add an SVG and a h1 tag, right? So this we're going to write sign in to GitHub. If I hit, sorry, if I hit save, you can see this is coming over here. And again, we have to add a image tag, right? And we have to give a source. So what I'll do is I'll just surf enter in GitHub SVG. I'll search, I'll I will probably open this, and I'll open image in new tab. And if I go here, I can just copy the link. I again come here and I'll put it here. Oh, my bad. I have to add the as a string, right? So save it and save it. You can see this just came. So we have to again do a little bit of styling over here. So we'll write class name, TW height is going to be 16, and width is going to be 16 again. So let's see how the page looks like. We can always go back and change. So instead of, we'll put 12 over here and 12 over here. Let's see how, yeah, looks very fine. At least very fine to me. But yeah, we can always debate, right? I think the gap is a little too much, so I'll just reduce it to 6. Was not looking good to my eyes, so I'll just change that. TW flex again, TW flex call. So if you have mastered the art of flex, I think there is nothing in CSS that is going to stop you. So I'll again give a gap of 6 here all as well. So if I save, I think 4 is a decent gap. Save, and we're going to write TW items. We are going to put it as center. Okay, and here as well, I think we should items again center. I think this is the most easy way to do this. Everything is in center now, and in place of footer, we have a more another section before footer. So sign in is here. This is here. And before footer, we have a section. We do have a section. We have to keep that in mind. This thing is here, and there is a background, so we cannot put it there for sure. So we'll put this. We will add, or again, we'll have to add some padding. TW padding is going to be 24 pixels, and again, let's put a span for the sake of it. We'll write sign and sign in with a pass key, right? And another span, what it does do, it will say, okay, my bad. It will say, just hold on with me. So it will say new to GitHub with a question mark and another span. You'll understand it in a jiffy. Just hold on. It will say create an account. And this is going to be a flex with TW with a gap of 8 pixels. And this as well is going to be a flex container. And this is again going to say items center. And if I hit save, you'll see this thing happened. And instead of flex, we have to also put TW flex call, right? And if I hit save, something on the page will change, right? And now we have to give it a border, right? So what I'll do is TW border and again TW border solid and TW border gray 100. And if I hit save, something is going to come here. It came right. Looks nice. Looks very nice. And after this, we are going to write TW rounded. My bad. Why is it treating me like that? So yeah, TW rounded, and I think MD should just do the job. And we have to just change the colors here. Color is going to be class name TW text. How blue 600 will do this time. And TW font bold. Let's see if it do something. Yeah, bold is here. And again, we have to copy this class and we have to put it here because I will show you that this is how GitHub is also doing this. If we save, right, and if I bring the GitHub page, yeah, I get it. It does not exactly look like GitHub, but you get the hint, right? You get the gist of it, of what we are trying to do. We are learning how to structure the page, not the colors. Colors you can always pick a CSS picker as a dev extension, and you can just hover and we can change the colors. That is, but yeah, this black does look bad, so will simply change this button's color to TW text white. I think it will at least save some hassle to us. And if I save, this is little too bland. I think should do 600. Yeah, this is a decent color. And yeah, now I'll just copy all the text and I'll just put it into the footer section. And here it is. If I hit save, this is how all of those things are going to look like. But yeah, I get it, these are links and all of that, but one thing I'll tell you, how to add the underlines, right? So when we hover, that is, we'll add hover class and tw underline, and if I hit save, when you go and hover, you're going to see an underline, and instead of the default pointer, we are going to add a cursor pointer and hit save. And now if you hover, this is going to look like this. And again, all of these things are working fine. Something, again, a password is working fine. Sign in is also looking good. So yeah, that's how you clone a page. This is how you structure your page. And anything, if you have some idea of the things, I think it's not very difficult to build something. I think, I'm not sure how long it has been since I started the video, but I think in less than 20 minutes or 30 minutes we were able to clone a page. Not that difficult, right? So yeah, you saw, right, in almost around 27 minutes we were able to decently clone the GitHub page. So I think if we spend an hour on this, we can exactly replicate at least this page, and gradually, depends on how complex, maybe there is a gradient or something. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, do subscribe to the channel because a lot of more videos are going to come up. And trust me, no clickbaits, no garbage will be there, only good quality content for you people. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.